Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome to a, I'm gonna say new series. This one's probably gonna run real quick. I just want to throw a little Banished out there. It's a game that I personally really love to play, and I thought I'd set this up to drop while I am at PAX. So, if you're not seeing any regular well, you should hopefully still see regular content. So yeah, I'll be gone from Wednesday the 26th until Tuesday, March 2nd. So I'm hoping to get a couple of videos out for this, plus my other stuff will be doing Techtopia and House Flipper with the Guard Flipper DLC, which we just grabbed, which I have been having a ton of fun with. But we're going to pass on that talk for now. We're going to hop right on into this. I'm going to keep the name Buncetown Random Gen Seed. We're going to play in valleys with a medium size, fair climate. Disasters off. I know disasters are fun to play with. I want to kind of do this to introduce people to Banished, so I'm starting off with a more balanced settings. Not the easiest, but not the hardest. So kind of like a mid-tier kind of deal. I am running 3 or 4 mods. I'll get into those in a second. They're not drastic game-changing mods. They are just ease-of-use mod kind of deals. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the mods that I am running quickly. I'm running Apiary just because it looks cool. It produces honey. It is used in other mods. I actually think it's in the Mega Mod 0.06. But I'm also running specialized stockpiles, so if I want to do specific stockpiles rather than general, I can do that. Stone bridges is an option that I have, so I can do them instead of wood. They look really nice, so I like them. And then this is another one, unlimited mines and quarries. It is technically a cheat, but I never run out of a mine or a quarry in the early game. It's only in the end game. And I kind of don't like that it kind of makes everything look bad. So, what we're going to do to start is kind of check out our map. So, this is a medium map. Medium maps are far and gone larger than small maps. Which I completely forgot about till I hopped on and did a little bit of it the other day. So, I am fine with it. We didn't get a really good start location. We can do a couple of bits here, but they kind of squeezed us into kind of a poor spot. But it is the center of the map, and that's just how it works. I was kind of hoping for better luck with rivers, but oh, actually, if this mountain wasn't here, this place would be perfect for a little village. But we'll start off over here, and let's get on getting on. So, what I'm going to do first is I have the game paused so time doesn't run at all, so we're good there. I need to set up, what am I doing? Farms. And I need, so what I like to do, and I know this isn't an everybody kind of thing, I like to set up 4 8x8 farms right off the start. I don't set everybody up to work them right away per se, but it is nice to have, so we're gonna do that. Drop a bit of this down the middle. Yoink. And this is just so we can get like a good mark out and get some food going, because oh, I actually forgot one other thing. I just looked up to check stuff. You have a few side windows here. I'll go through them one at a time. So we'll go with the top one here. Your resource limits, pretty much how much of each thing do you want your people to produce and or collect. Let's just dump that all up. Tools are actually going down. Early on, I like to run short amount of tools because you don't have a huge population. Food, I just kick it up to 50k right away. And everything else is fine. Actually, we're not producing any right now, but I'm going to drop alcohol to 125. So, the next thing you have is your professions tab. Right now, I don't have any profession buildings, so you'll see it's all to zeros except for the builders. The builders are the people that build everything, obviously. Laborers do work, they clear areas, transport items, so on and so forth. That's pretty straightforward. Your event log is the next thing right here, and it just kind of tells you what's going on when people are born, when people die, when nomads show up, when you're low on resources, when a trader shows up, that kind of stuff there, which is nice to have. I always have it. I put it up here in the middle of the screen because I used to keep it down here and I just wasn't seeing things all the time, so I put it up there so it's almost directly in my line of sight. I see, honestly, more of the top of my monitor than I do the bottom because of the way I have my setup. The final screen that I keep up, there are other options, I'll run through those in a second, is this tab up here. This is your general information tab. It shows your colony health, colony happiness, current weather, and then your total amounts of items that are stored in barns and stockpiles. It does not account for items stored in houses, and I don't remember if it counts for stuff stored in markets. So that's a little unrelated. We'll get into that stuff later. But you'll see we're early spring of Season 1. You do get all 4 seasons, and the seasons themselves are broken up into 3. So you have early season, current season, and late season. As you can see, it's early spring. So, and then the last thing we'll go over before I start building a bit more is this is your population right here. We have 10 adults, 0 students, and 7 children. Students and children do not produce anything for the town. All they do is consume and grow. Kind of annoying, but you'll have to deal with it. There's really no way around that. So, now that we have that, what we can do is get into building. So, you'll see, as I said, I already did that. The next thing we're going to add is... Sorry, I forgot I had something running in the background there, and it started playing music. So, we'll leave that. So, yeah, we've got this fishing plot here. Not the best spot to put it, because you can see how little area it covers. So, these are the areas that your building will affect or work in. And obviously, fishing only happens in water, so you lose out on a bunch because of where it's placed. But that will be fine. So what I'm going to do right away is down here, you'll see we need 4 builders. I'm going to kick it straight up to that. We're going to hop over here. Yes, we've got corn. So there are different growth relations. And there's different bits of growth for all the different foods. And corn is one of the faster growing foods, which is awesome. It works out great. Oh, I just forgot the biggest part. You need housing for people. There's 2 different types of houses. Wooden houses, stone houses. Stone houses are more expensive. I personally always start off with this house here, the boarding house. It's big, and it holds a lot of people. And it makes it so that I can take my time to really get going with everything. And I don't have to really go nuts trying to find spots for individual houses and such. But now we've got to get these buildings. So let's kick it up to 10 times speed. Just so you guys can see what is up. There are other buildings we're going to have to build real quick. Yeah, as you can see, our reserve of logs is already low. Let's just cut all that out. So what I'm going to do next is I want to set up a spot which will be good for a couple of buildings. So there are a couple of buildings that you kind of put near each other just because of their functions, per se, is what we'll do. So let's put that one up. So you have the forester. You usually grab the herbalist, put that next to the forester. Or just in the same general area. These are good to have near each other. Then there's also this one here, which is the hunter and the gatherer. Right there. Alright, so I'm going to leave those to build. We do have... I actually don't need that right now. Alright, so yeah, we want to get this done. Let me kick 2 into there. Yeah. I start up real fast and kind of kick everybody into overdrive real early, which means there's a lot of projects queued, but everything ends up keeping up with time, so I'm pretty good there. I don't end up running into too many issues. But there are lots of buildings you're going to end up needing as you play. Actually, you know what? No, pause. Cancel that. I don't like its location. I probably could have shifted these over more, lined it up, and that would have been fine. But I'll deal with it. So yeah, this will get going. They'll start building the buildings up here. They have to clear everything out first. Actually, where's the edge of a building? Right there. I want to put So as I said, there are specialized stockpiles here for all the different stockpileable items. In the beginning, I am not going to be using that at all. I'm going to keep it entirely standard on that, just so we can just have space out. Once we get like woodcutters up and stuff like that, I'll start using the specialized ones. But for the time being, we're gonna run it like that, and we'll be able to go. Okay, so as you can see here, boarding house is up. It holds a lot of people. I don't know the exact number, to be honest, but it's holding 17 right now, and that's not even half. So we'll be able to keep going. Another thing, by the way, if you guys do have any questions on the game, do ask them in the comments down below. I will not say that I am the best at this game, but I do know a fair bit about the game. I don't know the mathematics in relation to the size of a farm and workers versus the amount of food produced and the consumption of said food. I don't know those borders of mathematics for this game there, but I enjoy the game a lot, so I like it and I play it a lot. But we're doing pretty good. So yeah, as you can see, so we'll talk about the farms a little bit here whilst we are letting them run, because it's not really anything I can do right now. We are going to have to look at a blacksmith in a little bit. But you'll see here that the crop fields have a yield percentage. If you are running low on food, you can force them to harvest early after it hits a certain percentage, and you'll be able to go from there. Obviously, I'm into late summer, and we're still doing good on food. We have 200 in here, but as I said, it does not count the food that's in here. So we have another 1,000 in here. It only counts the corn, the fish, and the potatoes that are in here. So those will be good to go as we go, but for the time being, it's not really counting any of it, which is kind of a bummer. Oh yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 children born and a new laborer. So that's good. But yeah, as you can see from this, you will fall behind on different things. It just happens. There's not really much you can do about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to put a stockpile down here. Whatever, that'll work. I wanted to clear this out because I want to get an area for a little bit of housing. Let's just get that road there. I don't really like starting with the wood houses. I like to avoid the wood houses. But I want to get some quick growth so I can explain the game a little bit better for you guys. Oh, not what I wanted. And this will help the people to move out of the boarding house and they'll move into here. They do reproduce, I don't want to say faster, but more often in the houses versus up here. Just because there's so many people. But you do get like good bursts of them, but it's not always there. Alright, let's kick one into there for now. And then, good, those are ready to go. They're just going to be built, so you'll know an area is ready to be built, one, obviously when you click on it, but two, once all of your stuff's cleared and your resources are there, the foundations pop up. So that's how you know your building's almost ready, which is nice. And most of the jobs always do their jobs, or stay near that building if there's work to be done. Farmers are the only exception. They, in the off-season, when there is no farming to be done, become laborers. So yes, it only shows 2 laborers here, but I currently have 6, which is awesome. Winter is the best time to get your clearing done and stuff along those lines, just to kind of keep things out of your way. So if you ever have to, like, I want to clear all these rocks out. Downside is we're already in midwinter, so it's not going to get done as fast as it could. But you want to clear out all of this circle of anything that's not wood. And one of the ways that I've personally found out recently, and I did not know this was a thing for the longest time, if you click this and move it and then right click to exit the building, this circle will stay up, which is awesome. I didn't know about it for the longest time, and it is dead useful when it comes to placing things, and I love it. Like, I don't know how I never knew about it, and none of the people online that I've seen have used it or talked about it, so, you know, take that as you will. I'm not saying I'm the only person that knows about it, but it's pretty funny that I know about it, which makes me feel good about this, myself and my fun with this game. Alright, that's going to slow us down. You'll sometimes get late snow in early spring or early snow in late autumn. It's kind of a bummer when that happens. It's same thing with the rain. It slows down your crop production. So if you'll see, the rain's already left, but this here on a rainy time will just stop moving. So also, I'm running the game. I run the game at 10 times speed. Just it ends up being that way for me. I don't know why I do it, to be honest. I just do. But it looks nice. It gets the job done. Let's kick down to one builder and kick one of the gatherers hut. Food is very, very important. You want food as often as you can get it. So that is why I am pushing into the food stuff often. This one obviously isn't food. This is wood. This is food. This is food. And this is herbs. Herbs are good for health. They keep your citizens healthy. Obviously, our health has dropped a little bit, but we'll be able to boost that back up later, which will be good. I run it 5 times just so I'm not like burning through everything, and you guys can a little bit more see what's going on. Oh, I wish that was over one more. It'd be so much better. Yeah, I like to try and make things look as good as you can in Banished. Obviously, so do a lot of people, but sometimes it don't always line up perfectly. But yeah, how we doing here? Corn, we're starting to get yield. We haven't gotten enough. Once we get rainy days, you'll see it. But the yield will slow or stop on rainy days, which is kind of a bummer. Actually, you know what? Let's kick it back because I want to get these guys to keep clearing this. And yeah, this actually ended up being a pretty good spot for this. And I wanted to keep the hunter over to the left a bit too. You see he loses a little space down here. But personally, I'd say that's fine. It helps us to get a good bit of work done. Boom. So yeah, there you go. You can see everybody grows, everybody becomes adults really young in this game. I think it's 10 you become an adult or a laborer, unless there's a school up. And if there is a school at the age of 9 or 8, I think, they go into the school. It could also be 10. I can't remember, to be honest. They go to the school, and then they don't finish school and become a laborer until they're 14. Schools are great because they increase the intelligence of your people. So actually, let's click on a person here. So they don't have anything in inventory, but that's fine. You'll see that this person is educated. New children that are born right now. Do I have any children running around here? I don't. Educated. No, I don't have any children running around. But anybody who would have just grown up after being born here would be listed as uneducated. Oh, actually, so educated, no, right there. So they are uneducated, which means they are less efficient at their jobs and are more likely to die on the job from trees falling here, cave-ins in mines, just natural accidents. Really only seem to happen to stupid people in this game. And I'm not even kidding. If you're smart, you somehow know to dodge that cave-in. If you're stupid, you don't know to dodge the cave-in, and you get squished. Pretty much how it goes, sadly. And it kind of makes you feel bad. They also have really cool names in this game. I don't know what name engine they use, but we have Parian, Earnet, Aldonita, Rolandro. I like that one. R. Landon, and Elia. Actually, that's a pretty bog standard name, to be honest. Oh, and Hade has become an adult. So, oh, we don't have a woodcutter. Ooh. Alright, we're in early summer. Let's get one of those in quickly. I completely forgot about this because I started chit-chatting about the game. Yoink. I want to increase the priority on this because we need it. Actually, now that I think about it, you can literally just spam click like that. I don't know why I always drag it. It does that. So you'll see this mark here means people's is cold. They's cold because they ain't got no firewood. These guys across the street, they got 25 firewood. Most of the firewood's in here. And none of it's here. So yeah, we need to get this up and going and put somebody in there so they will start making firewood, which will be good. Firewood is good. Keeps your people warm, keeps them from dying. If they're cold for too long, they die. Educated or not, they end up dead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Also, playing this game, there's certain things you end up saying that make you sound like a terrible human being. Oh, I built these all one off. Well, that's a bummer. All right, let's get this. Oh, it's gonna be stupid, isn't it? Alright, I'll build it to there. Until these are cleared, it won't let me build the stuff there. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we're getting rid of those ones. Yoink. And I want to go from this one up. There we go. I'll just have to wait. I'll clear that out afterwards, but we'll see the trees come down. I don't know why I paused that. Let's get somebody in here. That'll be good. And then, yeah, this one builder's going to build this last house. People will move out of here. And that'll be good. Not everybody will be moved out, but people will move out. Which I think will be good. Oh, he ran away. He's so close. 6 more. Yeah. Alright, there we go. It's done. And then you have 2 people moved in. And then immediately had a child. Which is good. You can also later on upgrade to stone houses. That'll obviously be something we end up doing because it's a necessity in my opinion. The stone houses are the way to go. I end up with slow population growth because I end up doing a lot of the stone houses early on rather than just dropping these. So, it's not the best way to do it, I will admit, but it's the way that I do it. Like, we're not going to be able to fill this, but I do want to put... Oh, actually, I already have a blacksmith down. I remember now. I almost just put it down. Let's see, we can afford the iron, we can afford the stone, and we can afford the logs. Fuel 200. Alright. I like to keep him low in the beginning. High enough so that he can fill all my stuff, but low enough where he doesn't use up all my logs. Because that's just not good. You don't want him using up all your logs. It's very bad. Oh, what do we got here? We'll go to 300. I don't know why I kept my herb limit so low. I want to get 1 more here and 1 more here. And I think that'll be good. I can't... The downside is you can't see your production until you get a town hall. The town hall is rather expensive. It's 62 wood, 124 stone, and 48 what's it called, iron. I could drop it right now to be honest. I'd just be very low on resources for a pretty long time, and I kind of don't want to do that. But at the same time, when you put down a town hall, you can get nomads, and nomads are easy population growth, and I kind of want to do that. But at the same time, we ain't gonna do it. Boom. But I'd say this is a decent place to stop. It is just a little bit of a start so you guys could see what was going on with this. As I said, I'm going to drop a video a day while I'm gone at PAX, so I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do next. But I am going to do it, and I really enjoy it. So, if you guys did enjoy, do let me know by hitting the like down below. I almost said hitting a comment. Please don't hit comments, it's bad. Yeah, just let me know by hitting the like button down below. And as I said, if you have any questions or ideas for this series, also, that's what the comments are for. So, thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy. And also hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.